These travel destinations are so cheap that any tourist with a few $100s will be able to live like a king. Welcome to Designing Your Travels. Today we will show you our top 5 picks for the most affordable destinations of 2022. So if you're on a tight budget, this is the right video for you, especially if you stick around to watch our number 1 pick, an amazing destination that is so cheap that even a kid with a lemonade stand could afford it. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the new videos that come out every other day. Without any further ado, here are our top 5 most affordable destinations for 2022. Number 5. Laos. Situated in Southeast Asia, Laos is a beautiful place for anyone who loves to be one with nature. Particular highlights should include trekking to the peaceful remote villages of Mong and Camus, as well as the awe-inspiring mountains of Phu Xe Lai Leng and Phu Bia, and sailing through the Tham Kong Lo. If you're looking to take a trip further into history, one of Laos' UNESCO World Heritage Sites, the Champasak Cultural Landscape, will be exactly what you've been looking for. Built between the 5th and 15th century, it embodies both the Hindu vision and its relationship between man and nature. When visiting Laos, you must also visit the elephants. Laos used to be known as Land of a Million Elephants. Unfortunately, due to deforestation, there are less than 1,000 left. But there are many sanctuaries where you're able to go and see these beautiful animals. Our recommendation would be the elephant village located in Luang Prabang. The town of Luang Prabang was also listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1995, due to its array of both Lao and French architecture. Yet another reason to visit this beautiful city. Last but certainly not least would be the Si Phan Don Islands. We recommend Don Con and Don Det if you want more of a nightlife scene, or Dang Kong if you wish to completely fall off the grid. Other noteworthy places to visit would be the capital city Vientiane, Vang Vieng, Hue Zhe, and Bokyo Nature Reserve. Budget-wise, for $20 to $25, you can stay in nice dorms, eat street food, as well as visiting the places we have suggested above. If you prefer hotels and a lot of alcohol, then we would suggest increasing your budget to around $35 to $50 per day. Number 4. Vietnam. Vietnam is a country rich with history, culture, fantastic food, and of course coffee. It is located on the eastern edge of Indochina. We recommend that you begin your journey in the north, at the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Ha Long Bay, which is made up of an array of limestone islands. And, if you get up early enough, you'll even be able to partake in the floating market. Yes, we did say floating market. Next up is Ho Chi Minh City, where you will find the best shopping in the country, as well as the Reunification Palace, famous for being the site where the war officially ended in 1975, and the Jade Emperor Pagoda in Saigon, that represents the Mayanist branch of Buddhism that is widely practiced throughout the country. Remember to also squeeze a visit to the Chu Chi tunnels while you're in the area. A guide will take you 3 stories down so you can experience exactly what the VC troops once did. If you're claustrophobic, this is most definitely not for you. If you're looking for some peace and quiet, then we recommend you join the water yet again along the Mekong River, or in fact the tranquil Ba Bay National Park, where tours operate daily. Last on our list is Nha Trang, with 6 kilometers of sandy beaches. The city is full of local families and foreign visitors on their vacations. If you're looking for a more lively atmosphere and a younger crowd, stick around until the sun sets, as the beach trip transforms into a more lively scene if you catch our drift. Amigos Bar and the Havana Club are not to be missed. If you have more time to spend in this beautiful country, then also make sure to visit Hanoi, the Sapa countryside, Hoi An, the jungle-covered mountains of My Son, Ha Giang, and finally the beautiful Con Do Islands. We would recommend you budget around $20 to $30 per day in Vietnam. You can get a bowl of pho noodles for $1 and a local beer for as little as 20 cents. The main expense will come from the $45 entry visa. Number 3. Cambodia. The Cambodian flag is the only flag in the world to feature a building on it. 2 guesses for which one that would be, Angkor Wat of course, and this is where we begin our list. It is the #1 tourist spot in Cambodia, and if you've ever seen a photo, you clearly understand why. Built between 802 and 1432, it was once the largest city in the world and home to the powerhouse Khmer kings. and is now still the largest religious building in the world. The entire park will take you roughly 3 days if you wish to explore it all, so we recommend staying around the town of Siem Reap whilst you do this. Moving on, we will take you to Phnom Penh, Siem Reap's cosmopolitan sister, in order to unwind in the unrivaled restaurant scene. Whilst here, we recommend you visit the killing fields of Chern Ek to fully immerse yourself in the country's rich and storied past. If nightlife is what you are looking for, you will need to venture to Pub Street while staying in Siem Reap, littered with bars of course, and also an array of interesting local delicacies in the form of insects. We are serious and they do not taste as bad as you may think. As Thailand is known for its array of islands, many do not know that Cambodia has the same, with Koh Rong as the standout. You'll be able to access the islands through Sihanoukville, yet another city with a bustling nightlife. Back to history, we recommend you visit the northwest city of Battambang, surrounded by rice fields and filled with temples for you to explore. This is also the home of the famous bamboo train, which should definitely make it to your itinerary. As well as what we've already suggested, make sure to also visit the Koh Kong Conservation Corridor, Krati and Sambor Praekuk. Again, $20 to $30 will be enough for your daily activities in Cambodia, with the exception to the rule being Siem Reap and Angkor Wat. As this is a prized tourist hotspot, expect to pay $37 for a one-day entry fee. But there are many buffet budget options, as well as dorms for budget travelers. Number 2. Indonesia. Indonesia has 18,330 islands, 6,000 of which are inhabited, and is home to 167 active volcanoes. It really does have something for everyone. Impossible for it not to, really. As we're speaking of Indonesia, we have to start with Bali, of course. Nicknamed the Island of the Gods, Bali really does have it all. Ubud, its spiritual capital, will help you find your zen, while its many beaches will leave you wanting for nothing. If you wish for a more nautical trip, then we suggest spending time in Nusa Lembongan, famed for its abundant marine life and healthy coral, as well as Lovina, offering calmer waters than its southern counterpart. If you're looking for a different kind of trip, we would suggest visiting Bukit Lawang, which is home to an orangutan rehabilitation center founded in 1973. The village is also fantastic for hiking, and you may even have the opportunity to spot some Thomas leaf monkeys. If you're looking for scenery, then Bromo Tengah Semeru National Park is home to a host of volcanic calderas, constantly enthralled with smoke and clouds, and makes for breathtaking pictures. If you're wishing for Bali, minus the tourism, then Lombok is the place to go. It is filled with surfing hotspots, uncrowded beaches, and amazing waterfalls tucked in the jungle. Finally, Komodo National Park is another fantastic destination to visit. The island is famous, of course, for Komodo dragons, the largest living lizard on the planet. Other places of note include Toraja Land, Flores, the Gili Islands, and the Raja Ampat Islands. As you would probably expect, Bali is a little more pricey than the rest of the island, so we would suggest $30 to $40 per night, with other less well-known places mentioned above costing substantially less. Number 1. The Philippines. What better way to start our introduction to the Philippines than at the beach capital that is Boracay Island? It is called the beach capital due to its 12 beaches running along its coastlines. Of note, we recommend White Beach for water activities, Pukacel Beach for shell collectors, and Cagbang Beach for cave exploring. Next, take a trip to the island of Bohol, which is home to the Chocolate Hills, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It owes its name to the 1,200 geological formations that turn brown in the dry season, and is also home to the tiny tarsier, the animal with the big eyes. You know what we're talking about. Divers. This next one's for you. Cebu Island gives you the opportunity to get up close and personal with whale sharks, as well as sea turtles and coral reefs. If you're looking for a more land-based activity, we suggest strolling through the Banawi ethnic village, or Huang village, to meet the indigenous people who farm the rice terraces of the area. For even more history, take a trip to the city of Vigan, located in the north of the country, mixed with both Chinese and Spanish influence from the early settlers of the region. You would be amiss to not visit the Bantay Bell Tower or the St. Paul Metropolitan Cathedral whilst there. Of course, we will bring this country to a close with the capital city of Manila, a modern, bustling city filled with hybrid vehicles and famous attractions, such as Rizal Park, San Agustin Church, and Quiapo Church. Further adventures could include Puerto Princesa, Apo Island, Coron Island, and Sagada. Typically, entry fees in this country will not set you back more than $4 each. However, as the Philippines is a collection of islands, internal flights may be needed in order to visit all items on your bucket list, so we recommend to budget accordingly. We would say $35 to $45 would be sufficient per day. This concludes our list of the most affordable destinations for 2022. What do you think? Do you think we have it covered? Have we missed anything you think is worth mentioning? If so, let us know in the comments below. We would love to hear your thoughts. Please remember to like the video and subscribe to our channel, where we bring you travel-related content every other day. As always, safe travels.